going on, Jerome's? So we know for a fact that Jordan Addison has all the talent in the world, and we've seen it on display at times, but also sometimes on the field it's been inconsistent, as well as off the field. But Addison, after getting through a couple of injuries start out the year, he has really come on as of late after the free three movement against before the Colts game, and he did start getting the rock a little bit more. Made an amazing catch against the Colts and has been a major part of the Vikings' recent 4-game winning streak. And also Addison went out and had himself a career day against the Cricket Chicago Bears. Career high in catches with 8, a career high in yards with 162, and a touchdown as well, long 69. Nice. And the whole thing about it is that, like we said, Addison is going to be great because he's opposite of Justin friggin' Jefferson. And Jefferson, even though he had 2 catches for 27 yards against the Bears, he is gravity. Like, he just draws all defenders over to him. That's why Addison and Hockenson went off. Also, what's great about Jefferson is he's a superstar that only cares about winning, and he fully understands how he is don't want to say a decoy, but he draws the rest of the defense so that everyone else can have a great time. It's like a player in basketball who sets a pick. Like, hey, you're going to roll and get yours, but send a pick for your teammate, frees them up, and allows them to do great things. And Jefferson, I'm sure, is ecstatic about getting a win, and he's super fired up that his guys Addison, Hockenson had big-time days. But just imagine if Jamar Chase had this day. He'd be like, deuces. Here we go, man. But Addison, so far this season, like we said, has been a much larger part of the offense in terms of targets, increasing every single week since the Rams game when the free three thing came into place. Had that touchdown against the Colts. Actually has a touchdown in 3 of his last 4 games. And now, of course, like we said, having career day against the Bears. He's currently up to 32 catches on the year, 521 yards receiving, 4 touchdowns on 50 targets, and maybe he's got an outside chance at a 1,000-yard season with 6 games remaining. But overall, like, Addison was fantastic, man. Like, whenever there's a big time spot, deep shots, just picking up the chains, and just whenever the Vikings offense needed a spark, and Jefferson was pretty much locked down. I mean, respect to Jalen Johnson, as well as them playing split safeties all the time and doubling and bracketing him. But Addison was feasting on single coverage. Hockenson, same thing underneath, and he had a big time day. And after the game, Kevin O'Connell, before he gave a game ball to Jordan Addison, this guy has overcome a hell of a road. Very poor choice of words. All right. And also on a 69-yard catch and run, he tiptoed up the sidelines, and we put out that he habitual line stepper, and his pops shouting 100. I love Ronaldo Addison Sr. He is such a staunch defender of his kid, and I love it. You need to see more of that, like pops that are going to go to the mat for their kid. It's real awesome, man. But Addison having himself a big-time day, I think that this is a precursor, because as long as defenses are hell-bent on taking away Jefferson, that means Addison, Hockenson, Aaron Jones as well are going to have yum opportunities. Jalen Speedy Naylor caught a touchdown too, so this is potentially the start of something big. And I do think that Addison could take this and run with it, pun intended, where, hey, 3 touchdowns in the last 4 games, and maybe at the beginning of the season, Darnold, because Addison was dinged up with that ankle, like maybe he was just more comfortable with Jalen Speedy Naylor, who had 3 straight touchdowns to start the season. But now, like, Addison, I think that Addison is going to be in line for some monster games the rest of the way. Also, like we said, if teams are just going to try and take away Jefferson, Addison's going to feast. But eventually, defense are just going to get so pissed off about 3 and 87 freeing up, and then Justin Jefferson's going to get single coverage, and that means yum time. Yum time for Darnold and this offense. But your thoughts are thoughts. Jordan Addison, have yourself a day, man. Career day for free three. Let us know your thoughts, our thoughts, comment section. You guys know what to do. Skull, production value.